What to do, everybody? It's your boy LOG from Where There's Smoke Gaming. Um, so I put out episode one, where me and Mr. Joe Games were. Well, let me phrase that. I put out episode one where it was my first time ever playing, and Mr. Joe Games was showing me around, and some of it, I'm gonna be honest, was kind of frustrating because honestly, it would have been more helpful for me to play Minecraft for like an hour or two and kind of learn some of the very, very basic bare bones controls and then kind of jump in with him and have him show me some more of the stuff. Or maybe a little combination of both. But he was ready to show me, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4, 4 plus 4 equals 8. And he was ready to build and build and build and then start showing me multiplication. And I was like, dude, I don't even know the controls yet. And so some of the information he had was helpful, but some of it was like too much because I didn't even know how to do some of the stuff he was telling me because I didn't even know the controls yet.
LOG, you good?
I don't know how to put the crafting table onto the fucking ground.
You right click
Bitch!
it.
So, with that all being said, after our first episode, which was about an hour, but we trimmed it down, uh, I ended up going and making a single player solo player experience, and I've spent a couple hours on there familiarizing myself with everything, learning the controls, kind of exploring a little bit. So here in kind of what's episode two or just the second Minecraft episode, I don't know if I'm gonna number each one, two, three continuous, but as of right now, this is the second episode. Um, I'm gonna show you what I've accomplished, kind of playing since I've first played with Mr. Joe Games, and kind of what I found out on my own, and kind of what I've accomplished. And then I have one thing that I kind of have held off doing, but this is a solo world. So while I'd like to have Mr. Joe Games help me with this thing, I'm kind of left to do it on my own. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I'm gonna share what I've accomplished, and then we'll get to that thing I was talking about. And I think this is gonna be a pretty cool little episode. So let's get into it. So this obviously is my little house. If you know Minecraft at all, you know what's up with this. But let me show y'all kind of how what's going on. Okay, so I spawned. This is my solo world. I spawned somewhere in this village. I don't. I guess I guess it's kind of a thing in Minecraft to like find out exactly where you spawn, and that's like a special place or whatever. I didn't really remember where I spawned exactly because I'm a noob and I just spawned in and started playing. But it was somewhere around this village. Okay. And so I chose this spot, which at the time was somewhat on top of a hill. Not really, but it was like, it was just to the side of the village. And it was for me, a noob, not really knowing where the hell anything was and just kind of wanting to really just get started and not, have somewhere to be safe. Because if you watched episode one with Mr. Joe Games, you saw that like at nighttime, and if you know Minecraft, you can just get basically butt fucked at nighttime. um, So I found that out, and I just wanted a quick little base to be safe at night. So I found a quick little place right by the village that was kind of easy for me to find with me being a noob and whatnot. And I started building a base. Okay, so this little pit was kind of already here, so I kind of started digging into it, right? And I knew I wanted like somewhat of a room somewhere, and again, I kind of went for something quick, and I have a feeling after this, like once I sink my teeth in, I'm gonna build like a better, more extravagant base. But you know, I knew it needed to be quick, and I wanted a certain thing. So I came in here, and I knew I wanted a big room, and I don't know why I started digging this way, but I started digging this way, and then I just cleared out this room, which I still haven't even used for anything. But this is the first medium-sized room I cleared out. Okay, and then I came over here and I cleared out this little. I made this little wall so that I would be protected from both doors. That was kind of the thought process behind it. And I put my bed. so that I can sleep at night and be safe from whatever. And then after that, I kind of dug, and I knew from kind of exploring the village beforehand that I was exploring the village, and I almost like fell into this huge gully or whatever you would call this. So I was like, okay, this is like a distinct little kind of flat area. Uh, on top of, I guess here was on top away from the village, and I was like, here's a little entrance where I can create a cave, basically like a tunnel down into the gully. So when I started, that's why I started digging that way. That's right. So I came down into here. I made like my little entrance, and I made my bed, and then I started digging down to get towards that cave. And before I went down too far, I made like a big room to store stuff, and then I kept going down, 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 and eventually I got to the bottom of that big gully. And at the time, I needed to store some stuff, so I made a chest, which is something I found out how to do. I made a furnace and I made a crafting table, which I found out all three things I found out how to do. Joey told me how to do this one and this one. So that came in helpful. I kind of figured out how to do that one from the little book that we have. I don't even know what it's called. Still kind of a noob. And then eventually, somewhere around that time, I figured out how to do a door, and I put a door to protect me here, you know. And then also somewhere around that time, I wish I would have documented this because you would have get to see how things came together and different things as I developed them. But it all kind of came together at once, and then I figured out how to make steps, or I unlocked it, and so I started making steps so that I didn't have to hop up this every time. And that was so I was like so excited. That's like the thing I think I'm the most excited about, that I can just running down was easy, but now that I can just glide up this without having to jump up is just like a dream come true to me. Um, I have more chests here just to store stuff. Not really anything too crazy. Another crafting table. This interesting story was not originally here, but one of the creepers or whatever they're called that blow stuff up blew up a hole. He blew a hole in the top of my base. So I kind of improvised, and I already had like a pen for my horse up here, but I improvised and just added a back door to my base into my horse and cattle pen, and I guess sheep pen. And originally this was just one big horse pen, but then I got some sheep, so I divided the horse into his little pen. The sheep have their little pen. Um, Again, if I was gonna design something big and grandiose, it would be a lot better than this. But a lot of this was built on the fly. Like I built like a little bitty pen and got the horse in there, and then like I kind of tore it down and built a little bit bigger pen, and then I got the sheep in here with the horse, and then I kind of did some maneuvering and got them separated. And all just everything took time, but and I guess I accidentally planted a tree in front of my fence. Could barely get out here. Um, that's the other thing too. Uh, you need, at least I have early game, you need a lot of trees. So I was chopping down a lot of trees, and then I've been planting trees. I originally did it to help landmark my base too when I'm looking around for it. I was like, well, if I have a couple of big trees right by my horse pen, I'll recognize where my base is, and I'll be able to collect wood and stuff. Honestly, that's worked out pretty nicely. I've let them grow a little much, and I need to tend to them and collect more wood. But so that's my base. I made this little entry, and I had the horse pen. One of the creepers blew this hole in it, and then I created like a back door, which that worked out nicely. I had a little hop way to hop up right here, and then I turned it all into steps. So I was super psyched about that. I'm thinking about making some more steps over on this side, because I just recently started this garden. I actually need to plant a lot more seeds here. I've been lacking on that. Let's see if I can do that right now, actually. Yeah, I think I have enough. Uh, see if I can get these planted. I know if you're a OG Minecraft player and you're probably like wincing when you see this.
Oh, watch out for the chicken and dumplings. They'll hurt your eyes.
How's that?
They'll hurt your eyes looking for the chicken.
You squirrel-headed bastard.
Face palming, but like there's probably saying all that to say there's probably a way better way to just distribute this wheat that makes it grow quicker and makes better use of your water. But um, do I need to retill that? I know there's so much I still have to learn, so forgive me. Even little stuff like that, I don't know. You know what I mean? Anyway, I got most of these planted back. I'm guessing I need to retill that. Let me see if I have one on me. Got that thing on me. Maybe. Let's see. It's crazy how full my inventory was. I would have never thought this like a day ago. Okay. All right, it's getting to be nighttime. I think I'm gonna go inside. And then once I wake up, I'll tell y'all some more stuff that I discovered and kind of how it's been going. It's not. Oh, there's monsters nearby? Dude, I need to. Man. Okay, so another part of it, I went like tunneling through right here where these different colored, I guess like dirt is. And I didn't really find anything, so I just patched it up. But then I guess I should have like patched it further or like left lanterns back there because now whatever the hell they are spawn back there, and then I guess now I can't use my friggin' bed. And I only have one bed, which I need to fix. 'Cause I think recently I just got enough wool that I can make another bed. Oh my goodness. I almost want to kill him, but that's probably just asking for it. All right, well I'm waiting. I can show y'all some of the stuff that I have in some of my chest. Is there any monsters down here? No, and I can show you this thing that I cleared out, which is really cool. The ravine that goes down at the bottom of my base. That's what I'll do. And then I'll go back up top here in a minute. Okay. So I found some iron ingot. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but basically what you will like smelt down to make iron. And iron is like more rare than I thought. It's been super hard to find. So from what I've seen, for me personally, at my noobish stage of the game, I've been saving iron only to make the bucket to carry water because water seems to be like a huge thing in this game. So anyway, I have a little iron. Uh, I found a lot of copper, so I need to make some copper armor if that's possible and tools because I found quite a bit of that, more than I would have expected. Got the wool where I can make a bed. I have a couple extra furnaces just in case. What is this? Dirt. Brown egg, no clue what that is. Some granite, no clue what that's for. A lot of cobblestone, which is just used to make stone tools, which is overall pretty good. Steps, which I was super excited, or stairs. Like that's something so small, but I was so hyped. And another thing I need to play around with is like ladders, which could be super useful in certain situations, which I haven't messed around with. But having an abundance of wood never hurts. You can cook food with it. You can make a crafting table, which you use to make like everything. Uh, if you know Minecraft, you know this, but to me, I'm finding this out. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. I don't know any of this shit. So, all right, I'm gonna freaking. I wonder if these guys are still back here. Please no. They are. Oh my goodness. Screw your freedom. I don't want to deal with that. Should I? Ah, man, I don't want to die. Heck was that? All right, but I'll take on what's in that tunnel. But first, I want to show y'all what I accomplished down here in this huge ravine that was naturally just right by. Oh, didn't need to do that. Okay, that was naturally. Let me. Okay, this was naturally just by my town. You know, there's the towns right up there, and so I had my main initial base come out right here, and then I finally just recently did these steps. Super pumped about that. And then every time I would come down here, I would die. I probably died right here, from here to right over there, where right here. I probably died from here to back over there like 20 times because there was stuff down here at night, and I would come down here and try to fight it and try to like, oh screw it, I'll just whatever. But now I have torches all down here, have it all lit up. Super proud that like my quote unquote backyard uh is monster free or whatever we would say. And then this just like loops around. I think the city's like all above us, or the little village, and then this just like loops around. And is that a cave opening? I need to figure out how to zoom in. Um, But then if you climb back up, the village is up there too. But I don't think I've ever climbed up this way. But I know on the other way I have steps that go obviously through my house, and then I have steps on the outside too. But yeah, this was a big achievement, like cleaning this area out and be able to freely just come over here as I please. And I'm sure there's probably like tunneling I can do in here somewhere, and because there was already some like coal and little stuff here and there, but I'm sure there's more like somewhere in here if I really start like looking around. I'm just kind of a noob and don't know exactly what I'll look for. And there's actually some coal right up there, so we'll check this strip out more later. Here is where I thought I closed it up, but I guess not. Surprised there's nothing in here. This is where I was strip like, or I don't even know, I guess strip mining or starting my own attempt at it. Because I had like explored above ground really far that way. You see where there's a future or like a prior death. I had explored that way on the surface like a long time ago, and I was like, if you, screw it, I'll just like tunnel all the way over there and see. And I tunneled like all the way over there, and then water started leaking through. Because like when I went over there before, I was like kind of high up, and there was like water and like a huge cave. I almost wish I had captured it on video, but I was digging my way towards that, and when I got closer there, water started leaking through, and I like sealed it back up and ran. So I was thinking about like unclogging that on while I'm recording and let y'all see what happens. And I don't know what's gonna happen, so it would be kind of a fun moment. But I also kind of wanna. I have like several things like trapped off in tunnels that I need to like deal with. So I showed y'all the little gully by my house though that I kind of connected my house to, and I showed y'all my one like I guess tunnel over there, and then there's this tunnel. But I guess I'm gonna put all my stuff in this chest. That'll work for now. Okay. So we got sword and shield in hand. Well, I got a bug attacking me in my house. Alright, I'm scared. And I don't want to lose my shit. But I guess I will. Is it nighttime? Okay. Nope. Alright, we're gonna bust this out and see what happens. I'm a little scared and I'm in my base and I do not want this guy in here. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Die. Die. No. Okay, that's one. Is there anyone else back there? I mean, it is dark and scary back there, and I'm kind of a pussy. Ah! I mean, I really dug back here, and I just abandoned it like a little Sanchi. I forgot how far back I went in here. Shit. Freaky deaky. Is that it? Okay. I don't think anything will spawn back here anymore, and I can come back here if I want. I don't know why. Oh, a bat. That scared the shit out of me. I don't know why I just abandoned this. Yeah. I think I kept finding resources, and then at some point I was finding like coal or something cool, and then at some point I just stopped, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'm done with it. And then I just sealed it up. But I didn't know somebody was just gonna spawn in this freaking hole that no, I didn't mean to do that. I just didn't want that block right there. Okay, that was not half as scary as I thought. Dude, having a shield, I don't know, I guess that bat's not gonna hurt anything. Okay. I don't know if I really want this back here, but I'll just leave it now. Not really worried about anything attacking me. It's all lit up. And I can dig back to the future if I need to. Cool. Alright, we are going through the long tunnel, and I do mean long. And there's water at the end, and we're going to unleash it, and hopefully we do not drown. This is going to be... Let me get these things out. And there might be some monsters back here. Alright, we're good. Let's geek up with another sword. Alright. And mommy, it's getting dark already. Here's where I blocked it off, okay? I'm behind door number one. Hello? Dude, this is gonna be sick when I unleash the water. Hopefully I don't drown. It's gonna be hell running out of here with the water coming after me. I think I should be able to outrun it. I'm surprised there's no ghouls in here. You never know where they spawn. I don't know what they decide. Took a turn here, took a turn here. It's gonna creep me out. I would never go this far in the cave in real life. Jesus Louise. So creepy. I'm surprised there's like light back here. It's almost like a blue light. Ooh. Oh wow, yeah. There's some good stuff back here. And this is where I ended because oh look, you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Put a lantern up here. You see that water dripping through? I'm pretty sure when you start chipping this stuff, water's gonna come out. And at some point back here, let's see. There was copper, and when I hit it, water wasn't underneath there. Let me do it real quick. You see that, Sonny? It's like, whoa, Dad, I'm way in a cave. And I was tracking down my old death. I had a death in a cave over here. I don't know if you can see it. It's 40 meters away. I was working my way over there. And I was almost there. And then I hit water. I wonder. I gotta be prepared to run like any second. Where is it leaking from? A little further. Any one of these could. I guess it would start leaking right here if I was in danger. Oh, my axe ran out. Let me equip a new one. There we go. Let's take my time and see if I see some dripping before I just hammer away at everything. Okay. It seems to be dripping in front of me. I wonder if I go up if I'd be good. Try to go around it per se. I am eager to like let it loose and just see what happens. Oh, I let it loose, all right. No. Let me out, 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 let me out. Let me out. Is it gonna fill it up or is it? Okay, I thought it was gonna fill this whole tunnel up and just drown me. But it's just pouring through like that. I thought it was gonna fill the whole tunnel. I was gonna run for my life. Okay, I guess well, this is a little less climatic, but I guess I need to seal it up if I can. Man, I thought I was gonna have to run for my life. Can I? Okay. Well, that was so interesting. And then it just goes, seeps away. That is so interesting. Okay. Well, oh, it's still going. It's just going into that block now. Huh. I wonder what would happen if I wonder if I can swim up that. I mean, I know it's not that dangerous now. This is so interesting to me, the dynamics of how this works. I thought it was gonna fill this whole cave up. So can I just swim up this? Where does this go? I'm so hypnotized. Oh, you can't because the hole gets too small. I might be able to swim through, but for now I gotta let the current take me down, 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 down. Okay, I can just chill here. Honestly, I just gotta, even though this is not appealing to the eye. This is so annoying. Okay, let me hold on. What do I need to do? Take some of these blocks out. You son of a gun. Now you're learning Mississippi. That block is the one I need out gone. There we go. Okay. Can I chill in here? If there was not a friggin' block there, my guy. Come on. Ugh. Oh my gosh. This is so annoying. This is not gotta be the best way. Ugh. Okay, cool. Now I have a spot to rest. Now I'm about to go up and explore the ocean. I did not think this is an interesting turn it was gonna take. I could sink down enough and then get up. I'm gonna end up dying in here. Yeah. I'll save that for. Oh wow. I thought I had prevented this problem. I'm so intrigued now. I feel like I'm gonna die when I go in there though. Alright, well next episode, I'm gonna make a chest right here and I'm gonna put all my items in there and put a bed right there and just go up there and what do I have to lose? That's next time. I think that's enough for the second episode. So you saw I dug all this. This is probably one of my most recent things. Once I had my farm set up and my base and everything set up, I started digging, and this is kind of where I got to that spot where it's dripping water, and I was just like, "Whoa, dude, what's gonna happen?" So we kind of saw together. It was an interesting dynamic where I thought it was gonna fill this whole tunnel, and like I was gonna have to run all the way out. And I can break this down. I had a pressure point here. And this is where I stripped out some stuff where I found some cool different stuff. And anyway, yeah, I thought I was gonna be running down here away from the water like a freaking Indiana Jones movie or something. But anyway, little strip thing that I started by my house. And yeah, it's kind of what I've been doing. Have this little strip thing by my house. This little gully that was here that I really was. This was like a huge accomplishment when I cleared this out. Like one of my biggest feats, along with the stairs. And what was the other one big thing? Oh, the lanterns or the torches. Those were the three things I think I'm the most excited about. So yeah, here's my base. Some of what I've been learning. And there's probably more stuff too. I wish I would have been recording that whole second kind of 2 or 3 sessions after I initially played with Joey. But a lot of learning, a lot of simple stuff. This is my simple little humble abode. Steps galore. I got the trees going. And yeah. I put up this fence more as like a, what is that? Oh, we got a trader. I got these fences set up more as just to remind me that there's like a huge drop off right here. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Oh, and then the one last thing, where is it? It's nighttime. I kind of gotta go inside soon. But right here by my base, there's like a good water source. So I built these steps that I was also super pumped about. I can just run right up to my base. But I can run right down here to the water source, which again, I'm finding out water is super important. And yeah, I dropped something on accident by pressing B. Yeah. But yeah, water source. Let me actually, do I have my bucket on me? No, I don't. Anyway, that's where I fill up my water. Run back up here to the base. It's nighttime, so I'm going to go to bed. And I think that's episode 2. I will figure out some cool stuff for me to show off to y'all next time, and maybe think of if I'm doing the edit of this one and I think of any other cool things that I didn't include, I'll kind of put it, in the episode, in like a little text box or something. But yeah, I think this has been a good. My light's starting to go out. I guess that is a sign. This has been a good episode 2, and just a second Minecraft update, and show you what I've been up to since that first episode with Joey. And this is LOG from Where There's Smoke Gaming, and I'll see y'all soon. I'm out.